Hi lovelies, today I'm showing you how to do this 60s bunny look. This is for Easter, but you can wear it for any sort of costume event. This is specifically designed for pale skin, so if you're super pale like me, do stick around. Hope you guys enjoy, and if you want to see how this is done, just keep watching. We better hop to it. So to get started, everyone knows this by now, it's the Chichi Insta Prime Collagen Filling Primer, and I love it so much. Then when you apply this, remember to just do it in downward strokes to help try and minimize pores, because that is what this stuff is amazing for. And also mattifying. You'll see in a moment. If you can see the shine now, you won't see it for long. If you're not as oily as my skin is, I do recommend only putting this in your problem areas, but my skin turns into an oil slick no matter what I do to it. So yeah, I just put this everywhere. I'm going to go in with what remains, oh my gosh, my Illuminare foundation. This is the mattifying one in the colour porcelain. I need some more coverage because, as you can see, my body is hating me at the moment with my hormones, so I need a decent amount. Now, this doesn't look like that much to you guys, but trust me, with this foundation, it's a lot. I like to use my Sigma F82 brush for this. I've tried using a beauty blender, but the brush just does it better. And now we just stipple until the cows, or in this case the rabbits, come home. Trying to minimize every last pore. Now we need to go all Queen Elsa and conceal, don't feel, with my favourite concealer, which is this one by Adorn. It's the Cover Correction Mineral Concealer in the colour Light. So I like to use my pointed foundation brush by Real Techniques, and I just sort of swirl it on, get a little bit of product on here, and then we bounce again. Obviously, I've recently washed my face, so I will be putting a bit of powder over this. And then once I've got some powder on it, these lovely spots I've got will be covered. Once those ones are mostly covered up, I take just a tiny amount and just put it directly under my eyes to cancel out the blue bags. Now I'm taking my e.l.f. concealer and highlighter, so this is for your under eyes, and then this I use to make my highlighter pop. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know this trick very well. And I use one doe foot for each eye to counteract the big bags. Now I go in with that same brush, flip it over so we get the clean side and not that dark colour. If you do have two brushes, then you use that brush instead. Now I'm using my e.l.f. Mineral Eyeshadow Primer in the colour Sheer. Doesn't look sheer to me, who am I to judge? I elegantly apply this with my fingers, by the way. You can use a brush for this too. Not everyone is as uncivilized as I am. Just make sure when you are applying it to do so incredibly lightly. That part's done. Now I just like to let this sit for a moment, let everything sort of make friends with my skin. And whilst that happens, I try and attack these atrocities of eyebrows, which I really want to get microbladed, but then I found out the cost, so unless I suddenly stumble across a spare $400, you'll just have to deal with my patchy eyebrows. I won't even show you how I draw them on because you don't want to see. However, I will tell you, I use the Queen herself, Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the colour Blonde, and I use her number 12 brush. So anyway, I'm just going to fill these in and I'll see you guys soon. Cup of tea. Sorry, I just have to tell you guys, so I'm drinking raspberry and strawberry tea at the moment, and it is heavenly. It's one of my favourite things. So this is my Pacifica Natural Mineral kind of all-rounder nude tone brush, and I'm going to use this just around my eyebrows to sort of tidy up any mistakes I made, because I'm terrible at eyebrows. Then with my finger I blend, because I am in preschool. This is one of my Makeup Geek palettes that I've curated over a few years, and to start this whole look off, I think it's very important to sort of set a decent base. This is just to, you know, set the base, and I'm going in with my Sigma eye shading brush. It is E55 Sigma eye shading. So it will be able to be used as sort of a transition colour. So then I'm taking Sorbet up closer towards the brow bone. It's such a beautiful pinky peach colour. Oh, I just adore it. Now I'm taking a little bit of this cool tone brown, which I don't know the name of. I think it's Latte. Before we go any further, there's one thing that I forgot. Protection. This is my Chichi Real Minerals finishing powder. I use this for baking. Just dab under my eyes. Now we look sufficiently strange. Back in with the palette now, because we're going to start working on that cut crease. Oh, don't you dare put a nail in there. Is this called Friend Zone that we're taking now? The colour of disappointment. Now I'm just going to take this quite high up. So don't forget, this look is more suited towards pale skin, and if we do something that's too dramatic, we look like we're crazy. So this is a small round crease brush by Makeup Geek. Then to soften it a little bit more, I'm actually going to mix these two colours together. So Friend Zone and that cool tone brown. And just sort of go over that line again with my Zoeva Soft Definer brush. I love this brush actually. It's firm enough to make a difference, and big enough to smudge things out but not too obnoxious. I'm taking my Chichi Pure White 3-in-1 Jumbo Eyeshadow Crayon. It's basically the one by NYX in Milk that everyone always loves, but this one's cruelty free, so woo! Take a ring finger. This really does just help to provide even more grip for your eyeshadow, especially when we're working with such pastels. This is Poolside though, and I haven't used this one yet, and I just really want to use it, so I'm going to use that. So first off, I'm taking White Lies. This is with that Sigma E55 eye shading brush, by the way, just trying to pack that colour on. And now I've taken a bit of that White Lies, taking some Poolside, not too much as you can see. Oh, okay, no, this is good. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. You can tell the makeup love is real. Oh, heavens. Yes, this is just the colour I wanted. Thank you, Marlena, for making amazing colours. This blue is so vibrant. Take a tiny bit more of that white. Taking my Real Techniques buffing brush to just swoosh. Now I do want to go over that cut crease a little bit more. Now I'm using my Colourpop Cream Gel Eyeliner in the colour Exit. Awesome. So in case you're wondering, that is how much product is in this. These eyeliners, like the formula's good, but oh, this packaging. Ugh. I'm taking this and concentrating it. That inner tear duct. And now just all along that lower lash line, because the bigger your eyes are, the easier it is to see those hidden Easter eggs. So first off, this, again, as a reminder, this is the colour Sorbet. And I'm almost using this as like a dusty base. Like I'm taking this quite far down underneath my eye here. I'm not liking the way this is all blended out, so I'm taking my soft dome brush by Makeup Geek. For underneath that lash line, I'm going to take some of this Friend Zone, again, just directly under the lash line and sort of winging it out just a little bit. This is directly under the lash line. I forget exactly what this colour is, but I know that this is from the first gen of Makeup Geek. She does have a better purple formula now. Now I'm taking my pigment by Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics. This is in the colour Iced. We're using this in our inner tear duct. Using my Sigma Pencil E30 brush, you can see this is a loose shimmery pigment, and this is what always makes my eyes just pop. Sort of dragging that up into that lighter section that we had before. Now I'm taking Adorn and I'm using this just under my brow bone. This is sort of like a pearlescent, I don't know, it's just, you'll see. Hopefully the camera's picking up on that glow. I'm going to take some of my Adorn Cosmetics Loose Mineral SPF 15 Plus foundation in the colour Light. I'm going to take the one that I meant to use with this. This is the Vegan Kabuki brush by Adorn Cosmetics. So I find that this just works so well together. Just dragging this down my neck. Taking my Kat Von D tattoo liner. Gonna make a nice dramatic-ish wing with this. I do have a full tutorial on how I do my eyeliner, so I'll probably skip quite a bit of this. Now the challenge comes in doing the same to the other eye. Going to tightline my eyes now with this cream gel liner by Colourpop in the colour Swerve. Whew. Makeup Geek palette again. This one is by Blush and Contour. So I'm using my contour brush by Real Techniques, and this is the colour Breakup. So if you are cool toned and super pale like me, this colour should work well. So my sound just broke, so let's carry on. This is my Adorn Cosmetics Mineral Illuminiser, and I'm using my Makeup Geek cheek highlighter brush, which is actually my favourite highlighter brush. It's so good. Pop that in the Cupid's bow to help make that pop as well. Now this is my Essence I Heart Extreme Volume Mascara, where the wand is way too fat. The formula's good, but if you can't handle a big wand, don't try that. So then I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit because I'm gonna do my hair. Voila, I did my hair, didn't fix the sound, but now it's on to our luscious lips. I tried out the Chichi Polished Princess for this look. If you want more of a candy look, this is a good colour to go for. I didn't like it too much. So instead, I'm going in with Midi by Colourpop. This is their liquid lipstick, the Mattifying formula. It is pretty good. I love the colour, but it does pill a little bit after about 4 hours. It's just something to bear in mind. Now I'm taking my Diamond Brilliance by Wet n Wild. It's this really cool holographic colour. This is the colour 611. And oh, just look at that, it just transforms everything. It's got this gorgeous iridescent purple sheen. I love it. And then there you go, you're completely done. I hope that you guys enjoy this look, especially if you're super pale like me. It can be quite hard to do a 60's cut crease. And of course, everything I've used today is vegan and cruelty free. Hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and also subscribe. I'll see you guys again soon. But first, I have to mention these 2 Easter eggs which I'm going to love eating this weekend, as you can see. See you guys again soon.